What's up, what's good, YouTube? Hope all is well, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Hoppa, and today I just want to talk to you guys about a router that I just started using. Now, I know this is a little bit outside my frame of usual content, but NETDUMA just sent me an R3 powered by their Duma OS 4. And full disclosure, NETDUMA reached out to me recently, and they asked, hey, Hoppa, saw you're having some issues lagging around Rebirth Island the last few streams. Huge thanks to the NETDUMA team who sent me out a brand new NETDUMA R3 for me to put through the paces. But the catch is, they said, after putting the R3 through its paces, they asked me that I make a video with my honest review. So anyways, guys, this is my review of the last few weeks of using the NETDUMA R3. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it took me a little bit of time to set the router up. But thanks to our resident network guy, Frankie, we're able to get connected to the internet. And, you know, they asked me for an honest review, but they didn't honestly ask me if I was technologically literate. I mean, I'm semi-literate in some fields of study, but the issue I was facing simply was the router was replacing a shared IP address with a new router, or something like that. You'd have to ask Frank, but anyways, as soon as I described it to him, he had me up and running in less than 10 minutes. I guess as far as setup, I'd say it's rather easy unless you encounter some sort of issue like I did. But on the other hand, you gotta remember, gamers are your target demographic. So other than the very easy to read quick start guide, possibly maybe add an insert that stands as sort of a quick start troubleshooting guide. Or, you know, if you're expanding to the UK, hire Frank, he works for cheap, trust me. So after we got all my devices up and running on the network, I dove straight into the Duma OS 4 software, which in my opinion was very robust and pretty detailed. It's definitely good for those that use multiple connected devices to your network, such as someone who leaves 99 tabs on their phone open, or somebody downloading a huge file while you're trying to game. But their Smart Boost feature, which allows you to limit the bandwidth to each device, allows you to prioritize some of the more important connections. Also, you got the ability to limit the game you're playing from forcing you to play on faraway high ping servers, or even closer ones that have unstable connections, as we just found out that the Columbus, Ohio servers are dog shit. All this information, though, was easily accessible through the Duma OS. If you're like me and you kind of don't know what a lot of this information means, or it seems somewhat overwhelming, they've got a pretty cool feature that's a ping optimizer, which, to be honest with you, I used and was able to increase my ping slightly. It was just enough to feel a slight difference in the game, but a lot of that may be due to me now having the ability to pick and choose which game servers the geofence in the Duma OS allows me to be connected to. And I gotta admit, it's really pretty. If you're one of those players that love you some RGB, or you have a color pattern with your setup already, the NETDUMA R3 allows you to fully customize its look with RGB controls. But the real question is, does it help your performance in the game? Well, let's see. This here is gameplay that was geofenced to the Columbus, Ohio servers with a geofence that was not NETDUMA's. Back in Ohio when I was a kid, and we'd be buying weed, it'd either be good weed or bad weed. That was the only type of weeds we had.
Remaining operators from that squad, hunt them down. You got a loadout drop inbound.
Look at the loadout drop lagging. Oh yeah, you're dead, buddy. Did he lag? Was that what?
Marking the rest of them.
I can't. That's how bad your fucking servers are. Holy shit! In this year's gameplay, that's geofenced to Atlanta, which happened to be at the time the best server as according to NETDUMA.
Operators from that squad, hunt them down. Marking the rest of them. Enemies are dropping. Watch the skies. You got gas moving in. Kill confirmed, and we located the rest of them.
Love it, it's a whole nother team holding each other's fucking cock and balls, and they're just shooting at me because I'm in between two teams trying to move around and play a arcade FPS, you know, arcade shooter. Oh, this is a Milson? Fuck, man.
Resurging.
It's amazing to me that I live in Ohio. My best connection isn't Columbus, Ohio, but rather Atlanta, Georgia, which I would have never known had NETDUMA not asked me to review their R3 router with DUMA OS. So after all my testing, would I recommend the R3 to you guys? Well, to be honest with you, that depends on a few different factors. If you're somebody that has multiple devices connected to your network and you play FPS games, which in every millisecond counts, do you play a game like COD in which your local server has extremely bad lag or packet loss? Or like me, did you just upgrade your internet from some crappy service like Spectrum to the fiber optic connection that just landed here in town, but are still being limited by the older hardware or router provided by your ISP? Then the answer is, yeah, you might want to check it out. The R3 would probably benefit you immensely. I want to thank NETDUMA for sending me the R3 to try out. Spoiler alert, had I known about it, I probably would have went ahead and bought one myself. But hey, no take backsies. And if you're interested, I noticed that the R3 is actually on sale right now. I don't have an affiliate code, nor do I stand to gain anything should you decide to get one, but I do recommend that if you're in the market, going ahead and checking out the R3. It normally retails for about like $250, but you can grab one right now at launch price, which is only $200. Definitely worth the price if you're gonna try to take gaming seriously. And definitely worth the price if you think about the other routers that have built-in features like the DUMA OS where you can geofence and stuff, cost $500 to $1,000. I will tell you, it is definitely a good bang for your buck. And again, thanks to the NETDUMA team for letting me check out the NETDUMA R3. I know they're a pretty small company and definitely appreciate them taking a chance on me and allowing me free reign to test their amazing router. And I look forward to being a NETDUMA user for many years to come. Well, you guys, I'll see you on tonight's live stream. We're actually got a banger lined up. It's going to be a later one, but until then, always remember the wise words of Jean-Jacques Rousseau, who said, "Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet." Catch y'all on the next one. Mahalo.